Yeah, because of.
Well, you mentioned God. You had an Instagram post of Team God versus Team Atheist.
Yeah, because of a post of Ricky Gervais.
Right, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
So, are you religious or are you an atheist?
I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I'm Anakin Skywalker, man. I'm trying to be right, but the dark side is pulling me.
I'm more atheist, man. I've said this lots of interviews.
I don't want to commit to that and say that that's what I am. But the more and more I see life around me, read things, see things on the news, see how shit unfolds, I can't help but go, how could there be? How?
All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakodash. Also, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Just a quick epistle, man. Came across this video. Your boy Aries Spears, man, is a comedian. All right, but I've been through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, with that gift of discernment. You know, we're able to discern certain spirits on people, and you can just tell he's off. He's very arrogant. Him and who the other dude, Corey Holcomb, they got like the same kind of I know it all spirit. They come on these podcasts and they spew whatever comes into their mind, man. But here he's talking about not believing in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. He don't know whether he coming or going. He first started off, let me see. He don't even know what he believe in or doesn't believe in, to be honest.
An Instagram post of Team God versus Team Atheist.
Yeah, because of a post of Ricky Gervais.
Right, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
So, are you religious or are you an atheist?
So a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, man. So again, he don't really even know if he's a quote-unquote non-believer or anything, or atheist, or if he believes in the God of the Bible. But obviously, he did made the point about how he's observing things. He's watching the news and he sees these events happening, the atrocities that happen on the earth every single day. Well, if he was a wise man, that would further strengthen his faith, because that's what the Lord said he came to do, send peace. He errs not knowing the scriptures, man. So when they see these things, or they see a child unalive, they don't have the answer, they don't have an explanation, because they err not knowing the scriptures, which is to say the Lord is ultimately not dealing with these people. That's why they come in the spirit of an atheist, a non-believer, or a mocker, or a scoffer, man. And it's real for a grown so-called black man. That stuff, that it's pathetic, man, at this point that we're in upon the earth, man. Here we are at the end of the world, man, and you still got grown men of our nation not believing in anything, man. Clearly he sees the atrocities happen, but he can't line it up with scriptures because the Lord is not dealing with him. We just the messengers there. I can't really do nothing for the brother, all right, but just send out this message to not be like this. If you believe in the God of the Bible, we actually believe in the things that we see. It strengthens our faith. We further believe in Yahweh Shema Shai, because the Lord said he came to send peace. I mean, not peace. Then he came to send a sword, bring a sword, all right, not peace. And I always say that sword being symbolic for division and war, all right. Matthew 24th chapter prophesy all these things, all these events that will precede the second coming of Malak Yahweh, wars, rumors, and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, famine. Some of these things that he's seeing on the news, which is discouraging him, because he's coming in the spirit of a weaker vessel. He's not coming in the spirit of an Israelite man, all right, that's serving Yahweh Shema Shai. He's coming in the spirit of a heathen. He's coming in the spirit of a child. He's coming in the spirit of a woman. Matter of fact, and let's get to these precepts. Let's go to the book of Romans, chapter 3 and verse 23, concerning this guy's unbelief, right? Straight to the point. Shalakia, this is Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? And this guy, he doesn't believe, man. Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh by Shem Shah without effect? So is this guy going to discourage the Lord's hopeful elect? Is he going to sway us from believing in the Lord because he's saying, oh, no way there could be a God and all these bad things happen? Again, you err not knowing Yahweh Shem Shah at all. You err not knowing the scriptures. Did you not know that the Lord creates good as well as evil? That the Lord maketh alive and he also unalives. All right. Yahweh forbid, yea, let Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai be true, but every man a liar. All right, and that's pretty much the point, man. So what if this guy doesn't believe? So what if these people of our nation, the 2/3, don't believe? It's not going to stop no show, and every word of truth that the Lord has given us, it is going to come to pass. There is going to be famine. There is going to be cannibalism. There's going to be a mark of the beast. There's going to be another world war. There's going to be people invading one another, breaking into people's houses, and a whole lot more stuff in between there. Pestilences, all right, a lot of diseases, man. Atlanta gonna catch it. If you think that's some type of paradise, some type of black Mecca, some type of Wakanda, some type of kingdom of heaven, you're sadly mistaken. Atlanta got one of the highest AIDS rate in the country, man. And through the spirit, all this stuff is gonna show its ugly head pretty soon. The Walking Dead, I don't even watch the show, never have, but I know it was filmed in Atlanta. Hey, man, art imitates life, man. It's going to get ugly in these places, man, in these major cities, man, especially the major cities, but it's going to get crazy everywhere all throughout the earth, man. But, these wicked cities, man, it's going to go down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. So who cares if this grown behind man, probably, I don't know how old he is. I know he got to be in his late 40s at least, who cares about his unbelief and his uncertainty and his wavering spirit, his double. He don't, again, you saw how he started. He's like, I don't really know if I believe or if I don't believe, man. That's not good for a grown man. Maybe a child. Matter of fact, let me bring that out in 1 Corinthians through the spirit. 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 11. All right. When I was a child, I spake as a child. So, the things that came out of my mouth were very childish, man, and it don't have to be, sinful things that's coming out your mouth. You could just be, into what children are into, man. Hey, same thing, just like that guy saying, no way God can be real because of all the bad things that's happening on the earth. Well, that's a childlike mentality. We're going to bring it up. I understood as a child. So he has the understanding like a child, not a grown man, not a man of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, but he's thinking like a child, all right, or a woman, all right, anything weaker than a man of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right. If you change the words of the Bible, you don't like the way the Lord operates, it's because you are behaving or thinking and speaking as a child, right? I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things, all right? And I'm not trying to be like, because grown people play with toys, I know, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're going to put away toys, but spiritually, right? We're going to put away the idolatry, the fake shit. These are, these are false gods, man. Even Jebus. All right, we put away that when we become men in order to be a real man by the Lord's standard. The Lord got to be dealing with you, and we've prophesied, man. 2/3. That's, I think, roughly 66% of the nation of Israel. That's you, so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, and our female counterparts, man. All right, that make up the Hebrew Israelites. All right, 66% of you guys are not gonna make it this go round. All right, and hey, why would well, let me bring it out, man. I wanted to get it. Did I get it? Yep, Matthew. And this is why, all right, for these people that deny the existence of Yahweh Shema Shai, deny the law, all right, this is what Yahweh Shema Shai got to say about that. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 33. And it reads, and this is words from Malak Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. But whosoever shall deny me. Well, let me go up one, matter of fact. All right, verse 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, and that's what the prophets do. That's what the teachers do, man. That's what the apostles do. We confess Yahweh, means and in the Hebrew, Yahweh Shai, to men. All right, first and foremost, to our nation, to, get them to come back to our power so we can get back to this glory. All right, our first estate. And where we at? 32. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. And what's this mean to a non-believer? Absolutely nothing. It means nothing because they don't even believe in the Father and the Son. So Yahweh Shai pleading your case, it means nothing, man. All right, the kingdom of heaven means nothing. Those new bodies mean nothing because you don't believe in any of it anyway. You think that this is a fairy tale. Verse 33. And here's the spirit that this guy is in. But whosoever shall deny me before men. So this guy's getting on these platforms just like a lot of our people and saying ain't no way God can be real if children get unalived. We understand reincarnation. We understand no man perishes being innocent. You see how we know these things immediately. All right, it comes into our mind, man, because we through the spirit have studied a little bit to show ourselves approved. We're receptive, to the spirit that the Lord puts upon us to be able to break down and understand the Bible, man. We fast, we pray, we fellowship. We're in that holy conversation, man. So the Lord willing, is dealing with us and we're able to understand and teach these things and not behave like a woman, a heathen, or a child. All right, but to show ourselves men. All right, but again, whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Which means the Lord is not going to speak highly of you. You're a clown. You're a female. You're a child. This is for men. All right. So what's going to happen to you? That's going to be your fate, man. You're going to be out here during Jacob's trouble looking like a scared little boy and a scared little girl, man, all because you didn't have a humble spirit to say you don't know every motherfucking thing. You don't know how the Lord operates. His ways are higher than ours, man. So that doesn't mean that you deny his power just because you don't understand the way that he rocks, all right, or operates, man. All right, don't understand the will of Yahweh Shema. I will show you haven't even put forth for effort. All these prophets out on the highways and byways, we know you done seen them. We know you done ran into them. What's your problem? Well, we understand, hey, the Lord is only dealing with a remnant, and this guy Aries, he may not be of the remnant of the nation of Israel. He may not be of that hopeful elect, that 1/3 of the nation of Israel. He may in fact be of the 2/3, these people that were predestined to go to hell off, to reject Yahweh Shai. And guess what? The Lord is telling us his word. If you reject him, if you deny him, he's also going to do the same thing to you. So come Jacob's trouble, man. Hey, it's not going to be no cloak for your transgression. It's going to be out for the world to see. Just like the Lord is starting to reveal the wickedness and the depths of the wickedness of these people, period. Especially in Hollywood. We're seeing all the nasty shit they got going on. The Lord is exposing that. That's the spirit of the Lord exposing that. All right, but again, we want to be able to perform. We want to be able to look good. We want our dominion back, and we're going to get that, in Jacob's trouble, man. It's going to start in Jacob's trouble with those women trying to take hold of one man. 7 women, quote unquote, taking hold of one man. All that's gonna come to play if we play our cards right and serve the Lord. Don't listen to these idiots. Don't listen to the lies and confusion, man, because they're just trying to knock us off our pivot, trying to make sure because they subconsciously in their spirit the crowns ain't waiting for them, so they trying to take everybody, drag everybody else down with them, man, by saying there's no way, prove it, man. Well, you're about to see here pretty soon when that mark of the beast comes. You're about to see here pretty soon when that famine come, and you big fellas, you big heavy set weighted up fellas that's been eating good, you don't look like you fasted today, my brother. You don't look like you, and no offense to the brothers in the truth, man, you guys is good, but for these niggas out here that ain't serving how about Shema Shai, you guys look well fed to me, man, through the spirit of power, y'all about Shema Shai, man. All right, but that's gonna become an issue in that day if you deny Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai now. So hey, you still got time, Aries. You can turn this thing around, man, if the Lord is willing, and you can confess Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai instead of getting on that platform and saying, I don't know if I believe or not, and I see all this stuff, and I just say to myself like a little girl, hey ain't no way the God that I believe in will let these things happen, bro. Yeah, it's cold. The Lord is cold like that, man. The Lord is, he is terrible at times, man. The Lord is balanced. He's very, very merciful, all right, just, all right, perfect in all his ways. But don't think, all right, that the Lord will not tear some things up, man. Did you not recall the historical account of Noah? All right. Not the story, not the fairy tale, but the historical account that was written for our learning about Noah and how everybody on the earth, all right, except Noah and his family perished. The animals, chirp, chirp, chirp. The babies, gulp, gulp, gulp. All right. Old ladies, gulp, gulp, gulp. All right. Strong men, gulp, gulp, gulp. All perish, man. All right, this is the same power. Lord said he don't change, and we're telling y'all, hey, the Lord said he was going to destroy this earth again via fire, man. All right, so what are we talking about here? It would be to our best interest to come back and serve the Lord and stop denying him, man, because this is just a clown show at this point, man. All right, come on, and we'll leave it off at 2 Peter. There it is. 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11. And it reads, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, all right, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, inquiring how the righteous shall be saved is what we should be, the bulk of our conversations. Yahweh and Yahweh should be the bulk of our conversation. Israel, Yasharallah should be the bulk of our conversation, man, or just the spirit of truth, man, rebuking. When when these guys get on these podcasts and they talk about, women and stuff, black women so-called, hey, it's the spirit of truth. Now, we're gonna nitpick. You need to be serving, Yahweh Shema Hawashai, but I'm also not against the spirit of truth. Our women are out of control. They have completely lost their mind and have completely, had liberty to just wild the hell out. And brothers do videos every single day complaining about Eve. Brothers every single day crying to the Lord about Eve, complaining. And guess what, man? That crunch is coming, man. The crunch is coming. Hell, hey, man, the the young lady the Lord got me dealing with, man, she be cutting up sometimes, girl tripping on me, just got back from Greece, okay? And I've already addressed how I feel about, these girl trips and things. I'm not trying to deny the sister from, seeing the earth or enjoying herself. But come on, man. Her track record, it's my personal business or whatever the reason I told her. I'm not really feeling the girl trips. Well, you know what I mean? She got back, through the process of time. I addressed some things. That I've seen maybe, in the realm of adultery. Well, I mean, the Lord is on her behind. Her mother just died not too long ago. I told her, I warned her. Her mother passed. Her car's totaled now. She can't drive it anywhere to gather abroad. And she just got fired yesterday. We just kind of got into it. She was puffed up. She was trying to tell me about the Lord. And, it just seemed like it possibly is that season. It definitely is the damn season for the women that we deal with, Call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, because it's about to be a great humbling, to all you wicked Israelites, man. And, Lord willing, I'm of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this woman that I'm dealing with, Lord willing, she of the hopeful elect. And if she is, well, the Lord chasten those who he loves. So you're not going to continue to just gather abroad and do whatever the hell you want and deal with a man of Yahweh Baha Shema Shai. Yeah, the Lord will take your mother off this earth, man. Yeah, the Lord will total your car. And yeah, the Lord will fire your ass. Now you don't have nothing but me. You know what I mean? Really. But, I'm not trying to be mean, man. Make no mistake about it. We're not lions in our home, man. We're very loving, merciful, caring men. You know what I mean? She don't have a good track record. But if I want Yahweh Bashim Shai to have mercy upon me, then I have to show that, unto, the weaker vessel as well, the imperfect vessel as well. But, hey, you best be putting forth an effort, just like we best be putting forth an effort serving Yahweh Shema Shai. And guess what? We're not going to get away with anything. The mercy is ultimately to receive salvation. It doesn't mean that you do something and just because you apologize that the Lord is not going to punish you for it. You know what I mean? Ultimately, the Lord have mercy upon you, and definitely not take things to the extreme if that's His will and you're worthy of that mercy. All right, but it doesn't mean that you're gonna get away with it. Just like the women, that because we're coming back into our power, the Lord is, starting to restore that order first and foremost amongst our nation. Starting with the men of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. He's restoring that order and giving us that dominion back over our women and our children. And come Jacob's trouble, they're going to be in full submission. And just check out the women. Be observant to the women that you brothers deal with, man, and just see how the Lord is dealing with them, man. All right, but the whole point, man, going back to your boy Aries, right? You know how we go when we in the spirit, we be here and there. But the whole point, man, is just come on, man. It's late in the day. Boy, you are too damn old to be talking about it ain't no God. Come on, man. That's so weak. That's such a cop out. That's such a weak giving up, spirit. Like, and you know why? Because of what he said. The atrocities, the bad things that happen. Because you know what I mean? He's been on TV for a long time. I'm sure, I don't know if the brother so-called rich seen him on TV. I'm sure he got enough money to feed himself, and keep a roof over his head. So I mean, you could just tell that he's just prideful. He think he funnier than he is, just like Corey Holcomb. Them niggas think they so funny. You niggas is so basic when it come to that comedy, man. Y'all niggas not really funny. Y'all really just some big bullying niggas, man. You know what I mean? Like the roast people and all that stuff, man. But again, the whole point is don't be like that fella, man. Because that fella right there is going to be found out and made an example of. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Thus saith Yahweh Shah about denying him. All right. You don't believe in nothing. You don't even believe in Jeebus, right? At least like believe in the God of the Bible if you haven't received the names yet. Come on, what type of so-called black man are you? This is our heritage. It's even the, when people are wicked, even, the BET Awards back in the day, MTV Awards, what was the Soul Train Award, the Source Awards, right? My mama, I like to thank mama and God and mama, whatever order they put it in, at least they have enough damn sense to at least say that they believe in the God of the Bible. This nigga so-called don't even believe in nothing. That's crazy, bro. So you ain't got no hope of anything because guess what? We're prophesying to you guys this, man. You're not going to have any strength to do anything. You're not going to have the ability to feed yourself, all right, to clothe yourself, to shelter yourself during Jacob's trouble. The only way you're going to be able to do that, two ways. Either the Lord is going to be with you and he's going to be your provider and your refuge, or you're going to have to bow down, get on your knees and take that mark of the beast, man, in order to feed yourself, stuff your gullet, take care of your family, keep some type of roof over your head, man, some type of decency. All right, you don't have, the skill set to endure. You don't have the skill set to sacrifice, man. All right. So let's not be like this guy, man. All these people that deny Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah is gonna be denied, and we're gonna see that denial during Jacob's trouble. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Till next time, Shalom.